here to watch the new teaser for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. I want to preface this by saying that I am a huge fan of this anime. I absolutely adore it. I became a rabid fan of it after Season 2. Admittedly, I thought that Season 1 was good, but not that great. Like, I really enjoyed the first part of it, and then when the whole competition in the woods started, I was like, this is really tropey. I've seen that in Naruto, I've seen that in Frieren. I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, but I heard that that trope is also present in there, and I'm sure there are many other examples that I don't know about. But yeah, it kind of pulled me out of the story, and so many new characters were introduced at the same time, and I was not connected to them, and they were just bombarding me with their sob stories from the past, and I was supposed to care instantaneously. It doesn't work like that, so it was kind of underwhelming for me. But once I started watching Season 2, I fell in love with this show. I really loved Gojo's backstory and Geto's origins arc, so to speak. Also, the movie was pretty good too. I missed our main characters, but I enjoyed Gojo and Geto being part of it. I think that was my favorite part. I did like Yuta by the end of it, but most of the time he was fairly new to me. I was getting used to him. It was definitely exciting to anticipate him in Season 2, and when he finally appeared in the end, it was great. Season 2 overall was grittier and more serious and more dramatic, and the stakes were higher. It just had this darker tone that I really enjoyed. The fights were epic. It's always a blast for me to see anything of Sukuna. I love him as a villain. Also seeing Yuji being beaten down, pushed to his limit, basically snap, lose his sunshine and rainbows attitude. Of course, I feel bad for him, and I want to protect him. I love his character, but at the same time, it was nice to see this change, this evolution, and also like different sides of his character, I guess. Of course, the finale changed absolutely everything. Suddenly it became like post-apocalyptic show, and I'm so excited to see how the world changed, how people living in it changed. But yeah, I loved Season 2, and after I watched it, I actually went back and rewatched Season 1, and I loved it more. Knowing the characters more and being attached to them and caring about them made everything matter more. So Season 1 was more entertaining for me with all the added context. I'm really excited for this, so without further ado, I'm gonna react to the trailer. Let's go.
俺はもうみんなと一緒にはいられない。
Is it because he's being hunted down? The culling game. I don't want Yuji and Yuta to fight, but at the same time I'm excited to see it. So conflicted. His scars is still there.
俺たちはヒーローじゃない呪術師だ。五条先生の教え子だもん。一筋縄じゃいかないか。ごめんね、虎杖君。
あいつの力が大きくなってるのを感じる。スクナが伏黒で何か企んでる。悪いけどまだ死ぬわけにはいかねえんだ。
Oh my god, but is he ready to kill?
早い、とんでもねえ重力量だ。
話は終わり。
俺の弟に手を出して生きて帰ろうと思っているのか。
I love him. I'm so glad he's sticking around.
全部壊して抱いてやるよ。
俺のせいで大勢死んだんだぞ。
頼む、お前の力が必要だ。自分のためだけに生きるのはきっといつか限界が来る。行くよ。
Oh my god, 2026! I want it now. That was just enough to make me even more excited. My obsessive interest is full force back. Like, it kind of calmed down because it's been so long since Season 2, but now it's definitely back. I just can't wait. I have so many questions about this. It was fairly short. There were many snippets there without any context, but it showed so little and so much at the same time. I am confused about things that I was confused before, like in the end of Season 2 as well. Like, why does Yuta still have Rika? didn't she get liberated from the curse of love and basically passed on? But now she's back. What does it mean? Is she just back in spirit? Like maybe he metaphorically feels like she's still with him, or maybe she is with him in that liberated state while the cursed energy that she had is imbued in his sword, or it's just his energy, because we know that while the brain guy mistakenly thinks that Rika was the source of Yuta's power, it was actually Yuta who was the source of it all along. He is the special one because of his familial relation with Gojo clan and stuff like that. He is the strong one. He could be strong without her regardless, but he does refer to her like she's still there, so I'm interested in what capacity she is, what it means, if it matters. Is she gonna be visibly there or just in his head or in spirit? I don't know. Again, I'm interested about Yuji still having scars. He had them in the end of season 2, and I wondered about that then as well. Does it mean that Sukuna has not been released once since then? I don't know actually how much time has passed, but it looked like it was a significant amount. But yeah, it seemed like he was alone, and the beginning confirmed it with him talking about how he should leave everyone else alone, probably to not put them in danger. And I don't know if it's exactly because he knows he's being hunted down and to be executed, or it's because he's afraid that Sukuna's gonna be released again, or maybe both. But the scars probably indicate that he has been keeping him at bay. I mean, I guess it's not necessary that, because we know that Sukuna can control healing. He sometimes healed Yuji without meaning to, like when he healed his severed hand, but it was because he was trying to do something with that hand. It was kind of like instinctual, it was part of physicality, but with the scars on his face, he has no use for that. He has no reason to heal that even without thinking. Like, it's not part of any movement, it's not part of any attack. So I can see him just maintaining those scars even if he does take control over Yuji's body. It is sad to see him like that, but at the same time it's a good reminder of what he's been through and how much he changed. Another thing I want to talk about is how Yuta seemed apologetic while he was attacking Yuji, which implies that he doesn't have anything against him. Like, the end of season 2 made it seem like he was against him because he talked about Inumaki being hurt by him. Well, of course not by him, but by Sukuna, but he was kind of like equalizing them. But he was saying that to the higher ups, and what I've seen from this teaser makes me think that he was lying to the higher ups to gain their trust. Or alternatively, he did mean it, but then as he was fighting Yuji and maybe hearing his side of events or getting to know him, maybe he realized that he's not the bad guy and he's not the same as Sukuna, and he changed his mind. I don't know, I'm leaning more towards the former, but you never know. But yeah, I'm sure there was so many like little snippets that I missed. I feel like there were characters that I didn't recognize maybe. I'm sure the manga readers picked up on those. I consider reading manga myself, honestly, after season 2 ended, because I was going through severe withdrawal. I really needed more, but I decided ultimately that I don't want to be spoiled. I want to stay patient and wait and watch and fully enjoy when the anime comes out. So here I am, still waiting. Very happy to see that Choso is sticking around. I hope that he's gonna be helping Yuji in some way. I really love their brothers dynamic. And speaking of that, I really need to know more about Yuji and his origins. There's clearly something about his real parents that we don't know anything about. Something about them that made him who he is. Extra strong, extra fast, and capable of being Sukuna's vessel, and also related to Choso somehow. I guess through the brain guy, because he can jump into different bodies, and he kind of fathered, so to speak, Choso and his brothers when he was Kaminori Toshi. So his other identity probably was one of Yuji's parents. That is my guess. I assume that his grandpa wanted to tell something about that before he died, but didn't. And it seems like really significant, so it's kind of weird that he didn't really push the issue and say something nevertheless, but whatever. I'm excited to find out about it. And of course, there are all those people who now awakened, the ones that also got the cursed objects, as well as the ones whose brains got reshaped by Mahito's power to be able to wield cursed energy. And one of them is Fushigura's sister, Oh, it's gonna be crazy. And also, oh yeah, I forgot that they mentioned that Sukuna has some plans for Fushiguro, which has been an underlining thread through first 2 seasons for sure. And I strongly believe that he wants to jump into his body because he wants that 10 shadows technique. I think that's what it was called. The one that is so strong that it's capable of defeating somebody from Gojo's clan with the 6 eyes technique and Limitless. That pact with Yuji where there's like one word, when it's said it activates it. I forgot what the word was. Something starting with E. Expand, extend, I don't know. But yeah, I think that is related to his plan to possess Fushiguro's body. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully never comes to be, because if he gains that power, I think it's over for everyone. Also, haven't seen anything of Gojo, so I'm really worried that they're not gonna release him from the prison realm. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I really miss him. He's a great character. I'm all over the place. I can talk about this forever, but I think I should go. I really enjoyed this teaser, and I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like and subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about this, and if you're excited for season 3. Thank you for watching, but for now, bye.